Manchester City 2, Tottenham Hotspur 3. What a game. What a game. This has to be one of the best games I've seen in a long time, even though my team, City, came out on the losing end. It was a hell of a spectacle for the Premier League. Frustrating. Let's just go back here. Let's just go back. Dejan Kulusevski, 4th minute. We concede these type of goals way too often. Way too often. The Harry Kane ball in behind, Jesus Lord. God damn. What a ball. To cut apart the defense, Ruben Diaz out of position. And I think it was poor by the City defense. The line was way too high. At least somebody stay back. You see what I'm saying? For the protection. Somebody stay back at least. The defense was cut apart by the slick move by Spurs. And Harry Kane with the vision. Picking out Son. Son with the presence of mind, the patience to just tee up Kulusevski after Edison had rushed out. And the defenders who are trying to get back to, too late. Big up to Dejan Kulusevski. First goal in the Premier League. And I was thinking to myself, how the hell did Juventus let this player go after newly acquiring him from Atalanta? Like, I don't get it, right? Kulusevski had a quality game. I think Kane was imperious, but the man to really break City's backbone, I think it's Dejan Kulusevski and, his control and his maturity and his poise on the ball, especially for the setup for the winning goal. Kulusevski deserves a lot of credit here. But that was the first goal, right? That was the first goal. 1-0 to Spurs. And I'm like, okay, whatever, man. Whatever. But yeah, for real, I was like, okay, we'll get back in this game. We've been, coming from behind in a few games lately. We'll get back in the game. It's okay. And we did. Ilkay Gundogan, 33rd minute. Gundogan has been in the goals for the last 2 seasons. And coming up with a good goal again. And it was a deserved goal as City, after going behind, were very dominant in the match. Possession high. The numbers was high. And one time I heard them talking about 90% possession in the game and all. Spurs, under Conte, they had a game plan. They were just planning to be compact, keep City out, and break on a counter. That's the blueprint. You could search the internet and the blueprint to beat City, and that'll probably show up. These games like this will probably show up. And every time City lose a game, it's the same exact way. Same. I kid you not. We lose or draw a game, it's the same way we draw points. It's not good. It is not good. It means that we're not learning from our mistakes. We're not at all. We're not learning. And going into the break, 1-1. I'm not going to remember every moment from the game because I really didn't write any notes down because the game was so tense. And I didn't even watch the highlights because I didn't want to relive that freaking game. I really didn't. And I was supposed to talk about the game right after it was over just to give you that raw reaction. But to be honest, guys, I was actually busy. I was honestly busy where you guys know, I got a lot of things going on. Get off of work, got to drop the wife to work and things like that. But I could have, done something, like something small. But then, I have my little son. If I went outside, he would have want to come out with me. And I was like, you know what, I'll put this off until Sunday. But I'm only talking about this on the Monday. You see, and this happened since Saturday. So I'm not delaying this. I didn't delay it on purpose. I really didn't delay it on purpose. I'm not hiding or anything. I'm here to let you know exactly how I feel. So look, let's go back again, right? Because I need to get a timeline here. The Harry Kane goal, 59th minute. And to be honest, some of these goals are a blur to me because they were counter-attacking goals, and they were just devastating. You see what I'm saying? It was just devastating counter-attacks by Tottenham. Son with another assist in the 59th minute to tee up Harry Kane. And Kane could have scored a hat-trick in this game, right? I think he had a goal disallowed and one saved by Edison. But every time Tottenham went forward, they looked dangerous. Every time. And I'm wary of this. I'm wary. Man City, they play games where, or matches I should say, where they don't defend a lot. They're hardly in defense, right? They're mostly attacking, and they have most of the ball, where in this game, it was 72%. So City were dominant in possession, dominant in the final third, but just not scoring. 21 total shots with 4 on target, And for Spurs, they only had 6 shots at goal. 5 of them on target. 5, including that save by Edison, the 3 goals that went in, and another one. And they only had 6 shots at goal. Only 6 attempts with 28% of the ball all game, and they win. How does it happen? Only against Manchester City. And it's mind-boggling how we go on to lose games this way. In this period of the season as well, where Tottenham are coming off of 3 consecutive losses. This result is not a logical result at all, where how did it manage to pull this off? How? Because City's defense, just the high line and the complacency with the possession of the ball, and anytime you turn over possession or a failed attack, the team got to transition and catch players out of position. And our defense isn't that quick. Cancelo ain't that quick. It's only Kyle Walker, and he wasn't that great in the game coming up against his old team. He wasn't that great. You see what I'm saying? His speed did save him on a few occasions, but Ruben Diaz is slow as a snail. Laporte is slow. Cancelo is like mid-tier. Rodri is the slowest thing. So our defense is not quick. So the fact that we play a high line, it works because you give options to the midfielders to pass the ball and to keep possession, but it's our Achilles heel. For Liverpool, it's also an Achilles heel, but they have Van Dijk. He's quick. Robertson's quick. You see what I'm saying? So they do have that working in their favor at times, but City, not at all. And we keep conceding these dumb goals, man. These dumb goals, these counter-attacking goals. And when they went 2-1 up, I was like, God damn, right? I was on my way home from work. I actually pulled over on the side of the road. Let me tell you guys the story here. I pulled over on the side of the road. I'm watching the game. I'm like, we got to get back in this match, right? Tottenham, we had the reprieve where the goal was scored and then chalked off for offside. And I was like, this is a sign. Something's going to happen here. Pep did brought on Mahrez. Sterling had a poor game, in my opinion. He was manhandled by Ryan Sessegnon. He was really handled. I think Pierre-Emile Højbjerg added to the team was actually a great addition, where, he hasn't been involved a lot. And I think Bentancur actually was involved in this match as well in the midfield, and he added a lot of impetus. So when you have 2 hard-working midfielders like Bentancur and Højbjerg in there, it's always going to be, good for teams on the transition and teams that just want to stay compact in defense, where these guys are going to help out and do the dirty work as well. You see, and you have the speed of Kulusevski and Son, with Kane dropping back as a creator and sometimes going forward when, you know, you get numbers in the final third. So it was this performance. It's a masterclass by Tottenham where you don't have to dominate possession, but just play smart. Keep them out, break, you win the game. We were behind. We got back in the game, and this is where I was at. This is where I'm pissed off with Pep, right, and the team. We had a Leeds United moment. Let me just put it that way. We had a Leeds United moment, right, where we wanted to win the game. We want to be ahead of Liverpool. We want to keep the gap healthy. When we had the reprieve of the offside goal, and then we ended up getting the handball. We've been getting a lot of penalties. I don't know what's going on, but we've been getting a lot of penalties. You could call us Penn City, right? And Mahrez stepped up after the Romero. Romero had a good game. I got to put it out there. Romero had a very good game, and he was unlucky that, you know, it was him hands in the ball there. That was the lifeline to just get 1 point, and we only deserved 1 point after the display. A lot of opportunities. I'm not going to get into them. Gundogan hit the post. Hugo Lloris, you know, forced into a couple big saves. I'm not going to get into each and every one of these chances. I didn't make notes, so I'm not going to remember everything. But I would like us to take some more shots from distance. I would like us to put the ball into the box more earlier. You know what I'm saying? We're a passing team, but throwing a long ball here and there, you never know what it does to a compact defense, to a team that's playing negative football. You see what I'm saying? You never know. The ball could bounce around, a defender could make a mistake, bang, you score. But when we got that equalizer, I was like, yeah, boy, yeah. All right, I left one spot. I went and parked up in front of my house. And I'm like, okay, now I could breathe easy. We could see off this game. Actually, we could win the game. I was thinking we could win the game too. And that's what City tried to do, win the game. But we took the wrong approach. We should have tried to just get the point. We should have tried to get the point. But after we equalized, Tottenham was like, whoa. They had to win. They felt like they had to win the game because the goal came in the 92nd minute. How are you going to score a 92nd minute goal, right? To equalize. How? Make this make sense to me. How are you going to score a 92nd minute to equalize with 3 minutes or so left, well, maybe 4 minutes. It was like 7 minutes of extra time. 5 minutes left to see off the game, to just humble yourself and accept the draw. You go for the win, leave yourself vulnerable once again. Kulusevski, brilliant work, brilliant. And to get the cross into the box, Kane positioning himself in the right place. Kyle Walker failing to even get off the ground. I think, I thought I was playing FIFA career mode or something where you try to jump up off the ground and the player gets in. This game was scripted. It had to be a scripted game of FIFA career mode. It had to be. Because I don't understand how Tottenham, who were negative throughout the whole game, ended up scoring in that moment. In the way that they did. I don't... And when I saw Kane celebrate, I'm saying to myself, please be offside again. Wasn't offside. A heart-wrenching defeat. I have to say, I felt this defeat. I felt it. Because... it felt so good when we had equalized. It put a smile on my face. It put a big smile on my face. And I think the moment we equalized and we were actually, you know, I can't remember. I can't even remember if I had came into the house then. But I couldn't believe we had conceded another goal. I couldn't. I don't know if it's the prayers of the millions of Liverpool fans that, you know, were answered by the football gods. You know what I mean? That we end up losing that game to put the title race open again. But I don't understand how we lost the game. We should have never lost the game. But it's how City lose games. That is how we lose games. Tottenham did the double over us this season. And I've been talking a lot of shit about Tottenham. If the Tottenham fans only watched this channel and they knew, they would be coming at me. There may be one or two or a few of them, you know what I mean? But that was a disappointing performance. And I've seen it too often. We don't lose a lot. Don't act like we lose a lot, right? We don't. We really don't. But when we lose, it's mind-boggling. It's only the third loss this season. And whenever we do lose, it's like I can't wrap my head around how did this happen? And you go back to the draw against Southampton there. So in the last 5 games, we have dropped points. But we were on a mad run. We're on a mad run, right? You got to look at the positives here. You got to look at the positives. The title race is open again. The title race is open, right? There's interest now in the Premier League. Whenever I talk Premier League, there's going to be interest now. You guys are going to start coming back now to the live stream where the numbers have been dwindling lately. You know what I mean? People, oh, City running with the league, I don't care. You know what I mean? Everybody bitter and everybody salty about it. But now people's spirits are up again because City lost to Spurs for the second time this season. And now the title race is blown open again. Liverpool fans are, you know, over the moon. Astronauts. They think they could actually do the quadruple this season. You know what I mean? We talk about that. We'll definitely talk about that. But look. Look. We needed more. And I think we needed more in all departments of the field. You know what I mean? The midfield didn't do enough. De Bruyne didn't do enough in the game. Sterling, Bernardo, and Foden had a frustrating time, on the, at the office, in that game. Defenders, I think, had a poor match. But credit goes out to Antonio Conte and Spurs for bouncing back after losing 3 consecutive games. Don't forget that. This team is coming off of 3 losses. 3 losses. But it takes character and it takes a lot of determination to do what Spurs did there. And took a lot of planning as well. Conte does have Pep's number. And this could be one of the biggest games of the season where it gave Liverpool a lifeline to win the title. I have to keep it real. I got to keep it real. Where I thought that it was over, it was over for City. It was over. City, the league is over. It's the Farmers League now. Guys, this thing is real now. This thing is real. I don't know if anybody is saying, City's going to still. This thing is real now. I'm not nervous or scared or anything. Because to be honest, if Liverpool managed to win the league from the position they were in and the position that City were in, it would be a great league title. You see what I'm saying? I have to keep it real here. It would be a great league title. It would make for a great story. And first of all, there would be interest. Because City's making a mockery of the league. It's ridiculous now. It is ridiculous now. Won last season, did back-to-back, previous seasons, and it would be ridiculous. But I just want to share some stats from this game. Let's share some stats. Let's just share some stats for you. And get the stats section here. And you can see how one-sided it was. And only the goal department was favoring Spurs. 21 shots for City. 4 on target. Had 72% of the ball. 755 passes with a 91% pass accuracy. Almost immaculate passing. 10 corners. 10. You had 10 set-piece opportunities along with a couple free kicks. And you don't capitalize. You're taking these short corners all the time. Get the ball in the box. Get some runners. You see what I mean? I know it works at times, but get the ball in the box, man. Directly in the box. You have Eric Dyer at the back there. Come on. You have Ben Davies. Something must give. And I think we made some poor decisions in the match. Tottenham didn't have a single corner because they were hardly ever in the final third. But when they were in the final third, they capitalized and they made it count. They made it count. You see what I mean? 6 shots, 5 on target, 28% of the ball, 308 passes with a 78% pass accuracy. Never should win a game, but we know that's not how football works, and it's all about tactics and strategies. It's chess, not checkers. Sometimes the prettier team does not always win. You see what I mean? So quality stuff there in terms of the game plan. The game plan is what won Tottenham the game. Another thing I have to say, Harry Kane is actually showing City. I actually have a feeling, I don't know, I may be wrong, but Harry Kane might still be interested in joining City, and City could still be interested in signing Harry Kane after the failed bid last summer. Think about it. Harry Kane, okay all season, and going through a slump with the 3 losses, and all of a sudden, a masterclass against Manchester City? Like, come on. Like, who are you kidding? Who are you kidding? I have a feeling City's going back for this guy. It's either going back for this guy or Erling Haaland. It's either, situation like that. And Harry Kane put on a performance that could definitely convince Pep Guardiola and the Manchester City board to splash that cash on him again. To attempt to splash the cash on him. What do you guys think? Just let me know your thoughts on that one, because that was a magnificent performance by Harry Kane. Clinical in front of goal. Should have actually scored a hat-trick if you ask me. And, we got caned, basically. We definitely got caned. You see what I mean? So he got man of the match. Definitely got man of the match. And in terms of some insights here, Harry Kane's winner for Tottenham, timed at 94-25, was the latest winning goal scored against Manchester City in the Premier League since Michael Owen for Manchester United in September of 2009. That happened 95-27. It was also the second latest winner in the competition scored against a side starting the day top of the table since up to have exact times available from 2006 to 7 after Danny Welbeck for Arsenal against Leicester in February of 2016, 94-28. So I'm telling you, it was a weird situation of, how a team like Manchester City, who does not concede a lot of goals, best defense in the league, end up conceding 3 in the game and a late goal at that to lose. Come on, man. Tottenham are only the 4th side ever to complete a league double over a side managed by Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola after Chelsea 2016-17, that's Antonio Conte. Man United 2019-20, that's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And Wolves 2019-20, that's Nuno Espirito Santo. Man City boss Pep Guardiola has only lost more games to Chelsea, 8, than Tottenham, 6 in his entire managerial career. Tottenham are our bogey team indeed. Title race blown wide open after 5 points dropped in the recent matches against Southampton and Spurs. Big question I gotta ask. Are we bottling the fucking league? Are we? And the expletive, very necessary. Are we bottling the league? Because I said, if we bottle the league, just get rid of Pep, man. Seriously. Get rid of him, because you don't bottle the league from that position. You don't come from being 3rd to jumping up at 1st by Christmas and then having Salah and Mane away at the AFCON, having Mendy away, having Chelsea playing the Club World Cup and, being in front and allow Liverpool to come back. Come on, man. Come on. It was not foreseeable. But now it is in sight. It is in sight. Could we go empty-handed this season as well is another question. Could we fail in the Champions League? We have already failed in the Community Shield, failed in the EFL Cup. Could we fail in the FA Cup and fail in the league to win nothing empty-handed? That reminds you of something, right? People say empty-handed. You know the empty-handed joke? Could we go empty-handed this season? Could we? Could we? That's also a possibility. That's also a possibility. But whoever, if we do go empty-handed, whoever wins the trophies truly deserved it. Because guess what? Manchester City are one hell of a team. This loss does not discount anything from this team. This team, I still do think, is the best in the league, probably the best in the world, because they just play so well as a unit. This is a minor or maybe a major setback that we have to bounce back and we have to respond to. I'm disappointed, but you win some, you lose some. Some of them more costly than others. And I got to give it to Spurs. Executed their game plan down to a T. Second best. We got to settle for the loss on the day. And look forward to how we're going to bounce back. You know, they say the best teams are judged on how well they can bounce back from defeat. There's 12 games left. 12 games. Could Manchester City go on to win all the remaining matches, or are we going to see the team battle the league title? That's my thoughts on the game. Okay? And I think I did a great job and for this highly anticipated match review. Not happy. But at the same time, you know, I must be grateful for, you know, what the team has done this season and the position that we are still in terms of the league title and in terms of the league position. So let's go back here really quick and you could see, you know, just want to give you guys an updates on, you know, the next games. So for City, they're top of the league still, currently 6 points ahead of Liverpool, who do have a game in hand against Leeds United. I will talk about that soon. And we have a 13-point gap over Chelsea. So Liverpool are the only team to really stress about right now. If there's any stress right now. Pep Guardiola is stressing. You know what I mean? Believe it or not, he's already working on the game plan for the Liverpool match that's coming up in April. The next game will be against Everton, right? That should be a win, but you never know. Everton are desperate. You never know. Man United, you know, at the Etihad should be a win, but you never know as well. So we could see a situation where Liverpool could pass us, right? It could happen. It could happen. There's the Peterborough game in the FA Cup. Champions League in, you know, second leg, Sporting with 5-0 up already. So should just see that out. But then there's games against Crystal Palace, Brighton, Burnley before the Liverpool match. And it's going to be a tricky end to the season. But I'm looking forward to every freaking minute of it. For Tottenham, who are in 8th position right now on 39 points, still in the hunt for a top 4 spot. The next game is against Burnley. I'll talk about that one soon in this live stream. Then they do have Leeds United, Middlesbrough in the FA Cup, and then Everton and Manchester United on March 12th. So congratulations to Antonio Conte and his boys. And hard luck to my boys, the Citizens, you know. Let's see if this loss is detrimental or if it's just a blip.